Hello there, everybody. This is Glenda and Buster with AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community. And our friendly community welcomes you. My modeling job was canceled for today. As if. Anyway, we're just going to go over fun things and kind of catch up. Ketchup. What are you going to put ketchup on? No, I had ketchup on my burger tonight. Catch up. As in, I'm going to catch you, and then you're going to go up. Enough. She's making fun of me. But that's what we do, Buster. Okay, there are a bunch of new people on this channel, and I am loving it. So let's keep going, guys. Anyway, that is my thing. I say anyway a lot, and I was going to try and start cutting it out, and I was told nope, because that's your thing. So my catchphrase is, well, anyway, or just anyway. I am Glenda, or as our title is, or the name of our channel, AKA, which is also known as GK Fralin, because I write under the name GK Fralin. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. I have COPD. I have been on oxygen now since early 2006. And I'm doing pretty well, really. I've had some times that weren't so well, but I've been doing pretty darn well. Today, it's kind of been up and down because we went to the lake Sunday afternoon or evening. We just sat and enjoyed watching water and all of this. The new jetties, people out fishing on the new jetties, and it was just absolutely fabulous. Go back and watch that vlog. Anyway, it was very nice. And if you want to know more about COPD, it is called chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which is a combination of conditions. For me, it's emphysema, asthma, and chronic bronchitis. But we seem to have it all under control for now. But the allergies are what's driving me crazy right now. So as far as the channel, I do talk about COPD on occasion. I've done a whole series on COPD, and they're in a playlist. And if you are interested in learning more about it, if you have it and you want to know, I take all my information, except for when I personalize it, I take it from the COPD Foundation. And so I use an authoritative source. Yeah. Anyway, I've also done them on diabetes, because we have had some with diabetes and just different things. So anyway, that is that part of it. Now, the other day, one thing that we all have, everybody who does videos has this problem, is we have our little things that we have to edit out, like, anyway. I did a vlog called We Do a Weird Word World about once a month. And this month it was on expressions. And that's the kind of expressions. Huh? And it was a blast. We brought back some stuff from the flower child era, like, right on, man, and laughing, suck it to me. Just anyway, and who knows what they meant. I mean, they said it about everything. So, and generational, well, we've just gone through that. Another thing I had, as far as this modeling thing I was talking about, actually, I did buy some new outfits the other day, and I've been saying I was gonna model them. When I tried them on, I was gonna model them for you. Well, I was gonna do that today, but with my headache, it's just one of those little irritating ones that happens behind the eye that you just want to talk like Peter Lorre. Because it just feels so nasal, and you just, that's where it all is, and it's ick. No. Ow. I have taken my evening medications along with a Benadryl, so if I start acting loopy, well, forgive me for that. Anyway, some of the things that we do. Okay, recently I made this wood bead necklace. And so that was one of the activities. We do a lot of activities. And a lot of times people on the other end go get some of their own stuff and they make beads, or they do beading, or they find some other craft that they like, and it's what you enjoy doing. Sometimes we'll make stories and we'll just come up with elements like a dog's name, Buster, a color, a place, and I don't know, something else. Anyway, and then you guys will pick out, you'll pick something to go in each category and name it, and then I'll write a short little story about it. Most of the time it's just silly as can be, or it can be kind of romantic, which I'm not a big romance writer, but I found out the book I just wrote is a romance, so I kept saying, it's not a romance, and my editor says, it's a romance. So it's just not the beachy romance, but I'll show you that in a bit. Another thing we've done, well, I'll show you this one right now because it was one of my first. Now this is more of a spiritual type journey kind of a thing, book, and a lot of people really like it. One of the other things we've done, we do all kinds of silly stuff, but this I found and I just love it. And they had them where they were making them over the corners, and I decided, well, I want to make it, the lighting is not helping me here. I decided I want to make it so that it will go over like this, and so it's not falling off the edge and doesn't look dog-eared. And this one I decided, oh, that'd be cute if it looks like a shirt. So anyway, that's one of the things that we did. Sometimes I will have, oh, you're always welcome to send me stuff to my email address, like pictures you've drawn, or maybe even something one of your kids has done, or a photograph, favorite photograph. Sometimes we'll have themes. And just send it to gkfralin@gmail.com. And when I find it there, I will save it to my photo album, and then I will put it in one of my blogs. And I just love doing that. And you do get credit for it. And you do get credit for the elements you choose. And sometimes we've had some who like to write their own stories, and I am glad to read those. Anyway, I don't know how much further to go with this. Buster's been, how long have you been with us, Buster? Since I can remember. Yeah, since you can remember. He is fairly young, compared to me, anyway. Everybody's young compared to you. Hey, that's not nice. I'm sorry. One thing we do stress, and Buster and I do get ornery with each other, and it's all in fun. But that's just me arguing with myself anyways. Who says? I didn't say anything, did you? Anyway. So that's kind of a thing about how we've been doing recently, what we've been doing. I love seeing those numbers go up. We are a positive site. One of my mottos, I always say at the end, kindness is something that we all need. No matter what's going on in the world, being kind is very, very, you've got hair all over you. Kindness is so important. And people need to feel acknowledged. And there are a lot of people out there who don't. And unfortunately, a lot of them are the elderly. So just, all you have to do is wave. Somehow let them know that you see them. And that you think they're worth your moment to say hi. How you doing? Anyway, and the other is, and I don't stress this as often as I should, live to the optimum level you can within those limits, within your limits. Because we all have different limits. Is that a threat or is it? Anyway, I get distracted. But we all have different limits. And just because I have COPD doesn't mean that somebody else who has depression or maybe just having a bad day isn't needing that same amount of encouragement. So let's be encouraging and don't feel like you can't talk or say anything about having had a bad day. You can. And occasionally I do. I do keep things PG, or I prefer G, but we'll go PG sometimes. That's not meaning bad words. That's me talking about things like, maybe some of the more not so pleasant things about COPD, you get my drift. Anyway, some stories might be a little on the PG side, but more because of not because of foul language. We don't do foul language here. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a wonderful time and wish me luck on tomorrow, or pray for my headache to go away and for the air not to be quite so heavy. Because when the air is heavy with moisture or whatever, it does make it harder for me to get around and breathe. And that's why I haven't shown off my new clothes. So, anyway, I love you all, and I hope to see you back tomorrow. I'll be here, so. Will you be here, Buster? I'll be here. Love you guys. You gonna give him a kiss tonight? Oh, that's one good thing. His tongue is kind of dry. He's not a slobbery kisser. We'll see you tomorrow.